Welcome back to the Fasting Pharmacist. I'm back here with my dad, Stanley Bowe. Welcome back.
My pleasure, my dear.
And I am doing a health channel. We are talking about health issues, and today we're going to talk about something that's not fun to talk about, but it is important, and it is a part of a lot of people's lives. Unfortunately, it's a part of our life now. But my dad has stage 4 lung cancer. So we're going to ask you about, and this is a newer thing, we're going to talk to him and tell us how you found out you had lung cancer.
Well, back last August, first Friday in August, I always went to the swing dance at Bainbridge Community Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So when Joanne and I went to the dance, we danced, each of us danced one dance, and I was out of breath. And that had never happened before. So she thought it was something I had done, hammering and taking one of these cabins apart.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it persisted, and it turned out I had sneezed and cracked a rib here in front.
I remember because I took you to the emergency room because you were about to go on a cruise, and we were worried about you having pain. You thought you broke a rib.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the urgent care video was a front and 90 degrees.
Like an x-ray?
X-ray.
Okay.
And showed a cracked rib, but didn't show anything else. And this pain still persisted, and the shortness of breath. So we went to a friend of ours who's a physical therapist and a chiropractor, and he recommended I see Dr. Callis, who is a orthopedic surgeon in Chardon. So we went to his office, and he took it off a little different angle. Instead of straight on, he had like 45 degrees. And he took pictures that way, and noticed something up in here in the lung. There was a black lesion in the lung. He said, that's what I thought there was something wrong with the original picture. So he recommended see the oncology.
But he knew that day it was cancer. He just wanted you to get biopsied and felt pretty sure.
Pretty sure it's cancer.
Yeah.
So he recommended I see the University Hospital's Dr. Friedman and Dr. Novak first, and because he is in charge of radiation. And so I was able to get into the Mentor, Ohio facility a week sooner than I could in Chardon, so we went that direction. So we drove up once a week to Mentor to get a 15 minutes of radiation.
Right away they started you on radiation.
Yeah, so we started radiation. We were going to take 10 shots. And the last shot was right after Thanksgiving, the weekend after Thanksgiving. And then we started on the medicine. It's also University Hospital's pharmacy specialty, and all they make is drugs for cancer, I guess, and maybe other things too. But anyway, they said, we've got the one. The doctor says they have the one for this kind of a lesion.
Okay. Specific to that kind of cancer?
Lung cancer, yeah. So we started taking that 80 milligrams once a day, and that's been taken for the last 2 or 3 months, I guess.
And if for those of you out there who know a little bit about cancer, you might be curious, what about chemotherapy? What about radiation? And what about typical anti-cancer treatment? What he's going through is something called immunotherapy, which is working on your immune system to fight the cancer.
Right. Instead of going chemotherapy.
Right, and radiation, which you did have a little radiation.
Well, we had 10 shots.
10 treatments.
It turns out that the 10 shots was all around here because there was some cancer in the spine, a little bit, 5 spots.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they hit me with the radiation to hit the spots at the back,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little hot for the lungs.
Too much trauma, I would say.
Trauma on the lungs.
Yeah.
So now I have a little scar tissue, shall we say.
Oh yeah, inflammation. And he landed in the hospital with blood clots in his lungs. I'm glad he's alive because that day I was very, very scared.
I had one on my leg too.
Yeah, blood clot in his leg and blood clots in his lungs, which is called a pulmonary embolism, which many people, sorry to tell you this, guys, but most people don't survive that. And he had multiple, and he did survive, thank God. So you're lucky to be here.
Yeah.
And you're doing great. I mean, you just went to a doctor's visit.
Yeah.
And tell us what they said.
Well, a week ago or so, we saw my oncologist at Chardon, and he said the PET scan came back clear. So no cancer.
That is amazing.
And
Amazing.
that's a short period of time to
Yeah,
have cancer.
September through, like, do you believe him? I mean, do you think it's even possible?
I hardly could believe it
I
myself.
can hardly believe it myself, but I
Anyway.
think it's great news. I mean,
Sure.
you must feel relieved.
Sure.
You're no longer on oxygen.
But
So could this immune therapy really be working? I mean,
well, I am on oxygen.
I've been with you for hours today. You weren't on it. I mean,
Well, I was on oxygen before you came.
Okay.
For
You
several
seem
months.
pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Because I run out of gas pretty fast. You know,
Okay.
I could walk down into the hall and back, and I would.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway,
You seem pretty good today. We went outside and
I
everything.
have
So.
to work on my
Stamina.
stamina, I guess you'd say.
Well, we're gonna work on that. I'll help you
Okay.
out a little bit.
All right.
We'll give us something to do together.
I got to get some physical therapy, I think, for my back because I've sat
Too much.
too much before I got all these shots and things. And the doctor had said, "You can't dance.
And he's a dancer. You
can't
used to dance once a week,
You can't
right?
dance. You can't drive your car. You
Uh,
can't sing. So what can you do?
yeah,
Not much."
you're in the men's
Singers
singers
Club of
club.
Cleveland, so I had to
Yeah.
drop out of that. And also on Monday nights I had barbershop
Quartet.
quartet singing.
And you also did harmonica lessons and men's prayer breakfast.
Well, that's other things.
But you
But
still
anyway.
do some of those things.
We had to eliminate all this work, all this activity because they thought that the cancer had gone through to my spine, that it was so close to the spinal cord that if it had reached the spinal cord, I would have been paralyzed from here or here down,
Yeah.
one of those 5 places. So they wanted to get the radiation done quick.
Good thing they did.
Yeah.
I can't believe all this. Like, I hate to say this, but I know a lady who got diagnosed in January, and she's already died
Yeah.
from stage 4 lung cancer. And you're
Oh,
here.
wow.
So this doesn't always work out like this.
Well,
you know.
how long did I have cancer? Who knows?
We don't know. And how long did she have cancer?
Right.
Maybe she had it for 10 years and didn't know.
And I might have had it for 10 years too, 20 years.
I guess you might have.
I mean, it was such a slow growing thing. It was just a piece like this long,
And it could have started out as a couple dots.
yeah, and grew to this long and this thick and this wide. That's like I say, a piece of bacon.
So your next steps are to up your strength, get moving again, because when you sit a lot, your muscles kind of
Yeah,
dissolve and atrophy, right? I
I've
mean,
lost a lot of my muscle strength, and
but that can also come back, right?
oh yeah, it
Yeah.
did come back.
Yeah. But how are you feeling? Pretty good?
Good.
Good. You feel relieved? You feel mentally? Do you feel
I just feel great.
hopeful and
Yeah.
positive? And
Well, I should get another 10 years.
you might get another 10 years. Yeah, you've been a pretty healthy person for most of your life.
Well,
truly.
yes, I
You've
never
been-
had appendicitis and
No.
broken bones or anything like that.
Yeah, diabetes or
Nothing like that.
you did get hit by a car once.
Well, I've only got 8 lives left, but But I.
You were jaywalking, right? You got hit by a car?
No, I got hit
On a crosswalk.
in a crosswalk at the post office, and
And you survived that.
and I survived.
And you
that.
survived all these blood clots and cancer. So that's 3. You got 6 lives?
At least.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure, my dear.
I love you. I'm happy about this.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.